Vanessa.
And I'm Rome.
And together we are your godparents. Yay!
Well, today we coming to you on more of a serious note. We need all of our godchildren to come on in.
We need all your attention. Come on
guess
in.
what? You have officially been what?
Adopted.
And
the
we
street lights
need
are
to get
on.
you. It could have been it could have been anybody. It could have been your cousin. It could have been
been
brother.
anyone.
It could have been anyone you.
Who got the children talking? Who got the kids walking? Who got the trains turning? Paris, Milan, New York, Chicago. You better watch.
Well, let's talk about it first. Let's.
Okay.
I was trying to just kind of see what was happening. You know what I mean, with this whole situation. God kids, I'm not sure if you guys heard, but 2 days ago, Ed Buck of West Hollywood, he is a donor for the Democratic Party. He has donated tens and tens of thousands of dollars to
Your girl
Hillary Clinton. A lot of other people in the Democratic Party. He's friends with governors. He lives, literally, we found out actually that the apartment that he lived in was just an apartment for his playtime. It was an apartment for him to live in the city of West Hollywood.
I knew that even though West Hollywood it has older apartments and they're more expensive, you might be paying $4,500 for an apartment that might be worth $400 in South Carolina or somewhere.
Yeah.
I knew that.
Or the size of our media room.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So by looking at it, you knew that the apartment was kind of, janky. It wasn't something that he wanted to live.
You would think he would be living.
Yeah. So the apartment was all hooked up. Ed Buck had mirrors from wall to ceiling to floor. Imagine
pictures from ceiling to floor. Everywhere you look,
everywhere you turn, you see yourself.
It's like you at one of those amusement
parks.
Yeah, you remember that at the fair.
When you step inside the box, you be like, oh my God.
Or at Bloomingdale's or Macy's.
When you're trying on clothes.
You see yourself.
You be like, okay.
From every angle.
But this situation is a little more darker.
Yes, darker.
It was some type of satanic thing that was happening in that apartment. He lived in apartment 17.
Yes, and the story is it was a boy by the name of Gemmel Moore.
Yes.
2 years ago was found dead in his apartment, his first victim. Then 2 years later, less than 2 years later, another black man.
A year and a half later,
another black man was found dead in that
his same apartment.
And guess what, people? Guess what? If you can picture Ed Moore, picture him as a Caucasian science teacher at a high school.
Yes, someone that you would not expect off of.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Off of his looks.
It's a beautiful day to be neighbors.
When he's dressed with Hillary Clinton.
Mr. Roger looking at him.
When he's dressed with Hillary Clinton, when he's hooking up with all these people of power, he doesn't look like that kind of man. But
so less than a year later, the second black man was found in this older Caucasian man. I know that y'all out there probably saying, well, why you got to put Caucasian?
Well, that's what it is, guys.
That is the situation at hand. It was a Caucasian older man. 2 black men was found dead in his same apartment less than a year later. And this is why we so mad.
But this,
did he go to jail?
No, he did not.
Was he arrested?
No, he did not.
That's why
we're bringing this to your attention right now, God kids. And I want you guys to know one thing. One thing that you have to follow your gut. You have to look at a person.
Listen.
If you feel a certain way about somebody, if you look at him, you can tell.
To all our godchildren,
you can tell.
First of all, we want justice for Gemmel Moore and that second unknown victim that was found that me and your godfather happened to run into from time to time out in West Hollywood.
We go to West Hollywood.
We are frequent visitors.
We cannot believe this this story. But it goes to show you what's happening in our world. We have no clue. We all live in our own box. We all live in our own bubble. We don't know what happens until it hits someone close to you or someone that you know, or if it's in your area, it's in your neighborhood. I'm telling you guys right now, you have to be careful.
For those of you who's wondering why the big deal, let's talk about the issues at hand. Because the strip was flipped, and that was two white West Hollywood young men found in a black older man's apartment. It didn't matter if he donated to Trump himself. He would have went to jail when they found the first apartment.
Exactly.
Why is it that there's two bodies?
Yeah.
Why is it when the first body wasn't found that was in your apartment that was found with drugs and overdose? Why wasn't he taken down to the station to be at least questioned about it?
Well, that's because he's privileged and he's donated tens and thousands of dollars to these organizations, and he lives his life as a political activist. This man needs to be taken down.
This shows how society still have a problem with the LGBT community. There's still a lack of concern. There's still a lack of passion for the LGBT. I can't even say it.
There's a sense of urgency that needs to happen.
We overlook that. And there's two matters at hand. There's two minorities in this situation. There are black men and there are gay black men. Two things that is looked over the most in this world we live in.
But I'm telling you right now, that's something that people always say is looked over, and yes, it is looked over, but I'm tired of saying that. I'm tired of looking at people on the news saying it's looked over, because you keep saying it's looked over. Let's do something about it. I'm tired of that.
That's why we're
not looking over it. We're talking about it right now.
We want justice for Gemmel Moore and that unknown victim that was preyed upon.
Gemmel Moore actually left a diary, a tablet similar to this, and he wrote out his situation. He said that he was tired of living that life, that he wasn't this type of person. He got into, doing drugs, and the first person that introduced him to crystal meth was Ed Buck himself in the flesh. And one thing that we know about Ed Buck is that this man is freaky. This man he wants you to be near death before he has sex with you.
The survivor. There is a survivor.
There is a survivor.
See, what's done in the dark will always come to the light, and you can't defeat everybody. And that one survivor is able to tell the story
that we
are grateful for.
We're grateful for the pictures. We're grateful for the videos. You were even doing it under the influence. You were drugged up. This young man, we don't have his name.
It was meant for him to survive. So he can be able to bring justice.
You didn't see this. Oh my God.
What?
He went into the man's apartment. He was intoxicated, but the man had gave him drugs, right? And then the man told him, "You're not high enough for me."
Not high enough?
You need one more point. He said a point.
So he wants him to be at a certain level?
A certain level before he
A certain level?
A certain level. And
what?
And not only that, the young man had enough courage to video some things that happened.
Kudos to you. We applaud you because that survivor is our guy too. And we applaud you for doing that.
Let me tell you something. You were so smart. Because he took pictures he said, when you walk into this man's house, okay, you cannot walk into his house with your civilian clothes on. You take your clothes off at the door, he provides you with some clothes. The clothes consist of long johns, white boxers, things like that. You come into his apartment, you go into this back room. The back room was disgusting. It had like spots on it and things, a bed on the floor. And he had pictures.
A prominent donor.
Yeah.
The least you can do this is a judge-free zone.
Listen,
you do what you do.
But I want you to be safe.
But you have to be safe.
And but I'm gonna tell you something else.
And money ain't everything. I don't care. If you have 1 inch,
you need to stop.
You need to stop.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
Yes.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
That is not the way.
That's not a lifestyle to me.
It's not a lifestyle to me.
When you live those lifestyles, when you indulge in those things, this is what comes.
Yes.
The young man said he felt death walk into his soul. He was slain there. While Ed Buck was walking around the apartment, quiet, picking up things, moving things.
He probably was watching him get higher. And higher. Because
there's a photo.
He had to be at a certain level
before he could do something to him.
Before he could do something to him. So he was watching this man, life fade, getting higher and higher. Oh, that's not enough. You need more.
There's a picture of him holding the phone like this. Now, mind you, there's mirrors all around 360. So you can see him in the mirror. He's slunched over. He's trying to take the picture. He took the picture. And guess who's in the picture with him?
Who?
Ed Buck. He's in the picture and he's laying over. He's hunched over him, watching him as he's doing it. How creepy is that?
Exactly.
How creepy.
So that means he thought low of these people. Yeah. For you to have them to come to a disgusting apartment, a low-grade apartment in that type of shape, that shows how you really felt about these young men. But listen to this,
it also shows how you feel about yourself.
This
man is mentally
when the
insane.
first victim was found. When the first victim was found, the police came, and guess what? There was another person that he had already done called up on the way to his house. As the sheriffs were still there investigating a body that they just found. This man literally had one body taken out.
One body
and had another client coming
in with his bag.
No concern about that body.
He had already knew what he was going to do. This is his thing. This is his fetish. Now, speaking of fetish, the young man, the survivor, he took photos of a little red box. He said, you come in the house, you sit down, y'all talk for a little bit, he makes you drink Gatorade.
He wants you to be hydrated.
He wants you to be hydrated.
Foolery.
Yeah. And so what he does is, he gets you to a certain point and he injects crystal meth inside your veins. They're smoking it.
My God.
And this young man took a picture of about 30 different sex erotic toys. All different types, all different things, and that's what he he gets.
And it's nothing wrong with being into a little freaking neat. If that's of your caliber, if that's of your thing, and that's what you're into.
Yeah.
But do not put people in harm. Do not use people.
Well, guess what? Here's the thing. He wants to be in control, and
here to really take time out. People don't realize that you have to take time out for your body, but you have to take time out for your mind.
Yeah.
And the reason why so many people get caught up in so many situations because they have so much going on in their lives that they become weak-minded.
Let me tell you something. I'm a very Ed Buck. This is for you. I'm gonna need you to really do everything you did to these men to yourself. You don't deserve to have a happy life. You don't
and your money, your doning ain't gonna get you out of this.
You don't deserve to even breathe.
Exactly. For you to prey on these individuals.
You are disgusting.
Disgusting.
I will literally.
But this is the type of people that be in power.
Guys,
we have to stop allowing these monsters because they have a certain type of money or because you being selfish and want your campaign to be covered. We're going to let him get away with these type of things.
Why did he pick Caucasians? Why you lost their lives? This is what I'm trying to tell y'all. If y'all don't get this,
and it don't matter what color you are.
It don't matter what color you are.
If these was white, Chinese, Spanish, I would still be upset because this
is our community, guys. This is our community.
Like, come on. The fact that justice wasn't served. You found
right in West Hollywood, where we go frequently.
And this would determine if West Hollywood is about the people or not.
With shit or with not.
Because if this investigation go on and they come back clear,
if this man get off,
how West Hollywood is all about and what they represent. This is your people.
I have faith. I have faith in West Hollywood. I've actually been to.
Don't let us down, West Hollywood. Don't let us down.
Please don't let us down, because I'll be down your motherfucking throat. I will spit you out, pick you up back up again, put you back in my mouth, and regurgitate you. Fuck with me. I'm coming for your motherfucking ass. West Hollywood, if y'all don't put this man under the motherfucking jail, you best believe, bitch, I'm coming for you. I'm coming for everybody that's in
because we care about
right
our children. We would not.
I will fight for my kids.
We will fight.
I'll
justice
fight for my family.
For Gemmel Moore. Justice for the unknown victim, and justice for that survivor that had to go through this. Even though he survived, he still had to experience.
And not only that,
and I am so happy that he got the footage that he did, because I believe that he knew in the midst of him being at his low point, in the midst of him being in the fire, he knew that he had to bring justice. And I believe that he recorded because he knew that a time like this was going to come. And he probably said, if I make it out here alive, then I'm going to do what I need to do to help the others.